The only bridge we could find in France and not a single bit of cover from it. So this is horrible. We are drenched. We are making coffee. We came, I would say, about 4 kilometers with no shit. It's still in that rain. Michelle and I'm in my pants. So everything's soaked. T-shirts, Michelle's t-shirt's off. She's just got a jumper on. And the sun is just starting to come out, so we are going to get our stuff dry. We can't be far from La Rochelle. We may even be in La Rochelle. I'm not sure. Everything was soaked. We were pretty cold. Well, not. I mean, everything's just hanging off. That's Michelle's shirt is drenched.
Absolutely drenched.
My t-shirt is half drenched now. And now suddenly I might need a sun hat.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it a wet sun hat?
It's a wet sun hat.
But it will dry in this sun. We sat under that bridge with a couple and we couldn't talk, everyone was just getting drenched, but we put on our waterproof coats, but we were already drenched, so we're just trapping the water inside. And eventually we cycled for, I would say, 4 or 5 kilometers in that awful, in the rain, to wherever this is. I'm not getting up. I'm not going to do anything till I've had.
The bread got wet, but I mean,
the end of this bread was soaking. I've taken most of the we had a bit. We can laugh now. I don't think we were laughing at the time. And the only reason Michelle's not sat down is she doesn't want to take her shorts off and sit on and make the seats all wet. I just took my shorts off. They're hanging behind me. Okay, the kettle is boiled. We've got these little Japanese, I've shown you them many times before, these little Japanese coffee overpourers. So pop a little in just to let the coffee bloom. And then it's just a pour over coffee system. Makes great coffee on the road. And no cleaning afterwards because these little coffee bags take all the grains.
Here it comes.
When you finish, all you do then is just take the bag itself and just lift it and let it drip through. And I'm trying to give up milk. Michelle's actually done better than me. She's completely given up, but I put a little splash in there, not much. Your bum's a little bit dry, Michelle.
Is it?
Yeah, the bum's a little bit dry. Front's wet. Okay, my shirt's still wet, but it'll dry on me. Michelle's shirt's still a little bit wet, but will dry as we ride. The sun has come out. There's quite a cold wind, or is it just because my shirt's wet? We're in a little town, I think it's called Marines. So we're not at La Rochelle yet. We're not probably going to make La Rochelle today because of the storm, so we're probably going to stop a little bit outside. Morning, Michelle.
Morning.
This is our spot for the day. There's a guy beside us fishing. I was sat here this morning making a coffee and suddenly the sky went black. You couldn't see blue anywhere, and we had a torrential downpour and a rush for the tent, and it rained for about 10 or 15 minutes. We had it yesterday as well. There's a lot of big thunderstorms in the area. I've just cycled to a little village a couple of kilometers away, got some fresh bread, been eating into it. This is a raspberry and chocolate cake Michelle and I are sharing. That's very rich, very rich. I also got a couple of let me just show you here, a couple of traditions. So beautiful French loaves, there's a couple there. I also got a little goat's cheese and rillette. And we're set for the day. We could probably get by. It's a Sunday, so we're going to be cycling into La Rochelle this morning. It's only about maybe 10 or 15 kilometers max. We might try and stay in La Rochelle, but we're not sure. There are a number of campsites in La Rochelle, but they've got typical city centre reviews, not that great. So we may not be able to stay in La Rochelle. We may have to just sort of cycle through, check it out and go out the other side, and we're heading then down towards Bordeaux. Anything you want to add to that, Michelle?
No, that sounds good. Now everything's slowly drying out.
Just show you, we're back on the Villa Francais. This is a canal route, so it's several kilometres long, and it just goes for miles in this direction. It actually continues in this direction. There's a little bridge here, and you go under the bridge, and then it just continues all the way into La Rochelle. So we've had a stream of cyclists going by all morning, and quite a few of them were quite wet because there's no shelter on this route. And do you say you just saw a kingfisher as well, Michelle? I missed it.
It scooted across the water. It had to be, it was so bright blue.
Yeah. And all night there was something in this river. It was swimming. You could hear it. It was like a, I don't know, water vole or some, it was a big mammal. You could hear it splashing around in the water. Whether it was coming out from this bank, I don't think so. There are some holes in that bank over there, if you can just see under that bush on the side there, but there was definitely an animal swimming around, and all night long he was splashing around in the water, and we were just from here to the water bank. So it was really interesting listening, and a little bit disconcerting at some points, because you're thinking, is it a big enough mammal that it would come up and start pinching stuff out the tent? Look at this. Did that come from under the tent, Rochelle?
I don't know, I just spotted it there. So could well have done.
Little crevette, little riverside crevette. Look, he's not happy. It's okay. We're not gonna eat you. Not today. We're not. Yeah, you don't trust me though. You're hiding in the salad, aren't you? Okay, we've packed and we're ready. So that was the black cloud. It's kind of swept by to the south of us. One bigger than that came across us and dumped everything on top of us. Hunting dogs. Bonjour. Bonjour. Shotguns. You got a rough idea where it is? Over there, maybe? There's some caravan. There's some. Let's go. I think that's the one, isn't it? Bonjour. Ah, please don't park in the front of the gate. Okay.
Okay, so 12.
Okay, they don't open till 2, so we're going to park up. Okay, we've pulled up to this municipal campsite in the middle. It's 15 euros for the two of us. But it's not that nice, really, is it, Michelle? It's like all the spots are like they've really shoehorned. If I take you around here, for example, you know, you're paying 15 euros, and I think they won't even give us a full spot. They'll probably shoehorn us in with all the other tents, which is like a little bivouac area. But let's have a little look. So this is Camping the Sun, I think it is. But you can see just how they've divided all the pictures up into multiples. Pretty grim. So that would be a spot 30, but this side is another number. And then that side is 31, and that side is 59, that's 29. They've really shoehorned, and there's a big main road. There's no cars going there now, but I've just seen a lot of traffic. It's not really for Michelle and I. If we're going to be next to a road listening to traffic, we might as well be in a wild camping spot. So I'm not feeling it, Michelle's not feeling it. There's a beautiful big area south of the campsite which they've roped off and closed to keep the numbers up. It's often the case. I mean, this place has very bad reviews, but Michelle and I don't mind that. We'll take a place with bad reviews, but yeah, we want to feel at least that there's good bathrooms. They've got tiny little toilets here with no, I'll show you. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so they probably locked that one because they don't want to clean it. But look at the size. It's like a cupboard. We did it, Michelle. Caen to La Rochelle. We arrived, and we just probably celebrate with a coffee, I think. It is our luck. So there's no coffee outside, no coffee on the front here. There's only a little bar at the back.
No coffee?
No, they have a indoor sort of like a bar, okay, but it doesn't have any views. It's like I wanted to sit here.
I don't mind a little coffee.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere else. Yeah. But it's nice here. But they're closed. This is all closed. So we got to the furthest point we could. Right down on the quay. All these boats here. It's beautiful. But unfortunately, the only coffee spot is in a sort of like an indoor bar at the back of the building. And those lovely bits that overlooked where we could have parked and watched the bikes and not take everything off were not open. Now I'm going to say how lovely it would be in a way, although we've really enjoyed cycling. All these little camper vans, how nice it would be just to rock up here, and I'm sure they can just stay as long as they want. Next time, Michelle, I'm going to do it in a camper van. I've enjoyed the cycling and it's been beautiful to see the Villa Francais, but I think next time we need to do it in an enclosed camper van. Look how nice it is just to sit there and brew a coffee and have a wash and go to the toilet.
We still do our wild camping.
Well, we're going to have to wild camp again tonight, I think, because that place, it just didn't do anything for me.
I had a feeling because it was a city centre campsite that never been good. Looked at a few, haven't we?
Well, the reviews were all bad, but that doesn't mean, you know, they're not unbearable, but the reviews were not good. And that, to me, it feels like why we're paying to be on such a poor quality route. So we've arrived. La Rochelle.
Petit café.
Yeah. We're going to have a pizza. We just had a little coffee. Oh, merci. Beautiful. Merci. So we've got our pizza with pesto, cheese and olives. A little bowl of fries as well. Good pizza. French pizza, not Italian.
Yes, French pizza.
But good. Maybe open.
Il n'y en a toujours pas. Je dis, il n'y a toujours pas d'eau bénie. Il n'y a pas d'eau bénie. Ça fait un moment, il n'y en a pas de l'eau bénie, là. Il n'y a pas d'eau bénie. Ah, messieurs, dames, bonne fin de journée.
Merci.
Allez.
Bonne journée. Au revoir.
A lovely lady. She